briefly. So I'm going back and forth in the comments section. These videos that Brother Sonetta posted with me in it. Welcome back, Professor Larry. And damn, Professor Larry. Sonetta's a damn clown sometimes with that nonsense. Inky is definitely a clown with that nonsense. The hell I look like looking up to you, Inky? I'm not going to tell you Whoopi Goldberg Jr. anymore because you done cut them dreads off your head. So you're not Whoopi Goldberg Jr. anymore. Now you Minister Baldhead Inky. In any event, there's a few cats posting who claim that SETI shut me down in that comical debate that we had. You guys need to revisit that video. There's about 10,000 hits on it. I really don't see what the hell y'all talking about, because to me, SETI was being disingenuous, just like this cat that's posting now is being disingenuous, talking about root words and ancient Kemet and nigga and all that crap. Cut the bullshit. I don't know who y'all think y'all talking to, but you got the wrong guy. This is Brother Larry. Not only do I know the history of the continent of Africa, but I also know streetology. You know, I was raised out there on them sidewalks in Harlem. I wasn't in an Ivy League school learning under no damn Europeans. Okay? I started studying about 35 years ago in earnest. Now, you could call it independent study if you want to, but like we tend to do, you encounter brothers who know more than you know, and you have conversations, and they take it upon themselves to make sure that your feet are on the right path towards learning the truth. This is the reason why I say the things that I say and I do the things that I do. Now, I'm not one of those brothers who go around tooting his own horn. I talk to the youth. I'm in the community. I'm building. No, it's not necessary for me to do that. Brothers encounter me in videos on YouTube, and they encounter me in posts on Facebook because that's what I want them to do. That's the medium that I choose to engage in at this time. Now, Minister Baldhead Inky made a statement concerning, and I'm being jokingly playful right now, made a statement concerning me filling seats in a lecture, right? Brother Larry is not a lecturer. Brother Larry is not a teacher. Brother Larry is Brother Larry. I don't know why y'all want to take me out of my element. That's not what I do. Y'all know I make village sounds. I'm the village griot. Now, as a village griot, sometimes, you know, you impart oral history. You impart insight, because that's what griots did. Now, I don't know why it is so hard to comprehend the tricknology being employed with the use of this term nigger. There is no other word, no other word that you can think of that little girls, little boys, grown men, and grown women are using to identify themselves. Y'all can't see the trick in that? You stuck on stupid, and that's just a fact. The reason this word is in usage today is because your former slave masters wants the word to be in use today. If the white man did not want nigger to be used, he would shut that shit down. He would use the FCC to ban it from the airwaves, fine anybody who uses it, just like they do with anything else they don't want to hear on television. There's like, I don't know, between 7 and 15 words that you can't say on TV. You can say nigga. So the white man don't want to shut that down. The white man wants you calling yourself nigga because it's working just fine for him. As long as you running around here calling yourself nigga, you are not being a threat to the white man. You are not being a threat to the order of capitalism in this country. You're not an economic threat. You're not a social threat. You're not a political threat. You're not a military threat. You're just a bunch of niggas running around calling yourself niggas and killing each other. Now, brothers are saying, well, brother Larry, nigga's not gonna, if we stop saying nigga, that's not gonna do anything for us. That's not gonna help us out. That's not gonna change our social condition. It's not gonna get us no land. Listen, I don't know where to begin, but let's begin at the beginning. Prior to being niggas, you had land. Prior to being niggas, you had an economy. You had a social order of which you were a part, a proud member. After becoming niggers, you don't have shit. You get your ass whipped, you get shot, you get carted off to jail, and you get thrown in a hole in the goddamn ground, commonly referred to as grave. This is what happens to niggas in America. Now, the fact that y'all can't see this is almost baffling to me. I have to constantly remind myself that you are being constantly bombarded with propaganda via the news media, television, and I'm using that word just like that. Tell lies to your damn vision. Have you playing games with yourself, tricking your mind by the images, those high definition images that they broadcast onto your pineal gland, even when you are asleep in a comatose state. You still see those bright, vivid images of your ass in handcuffs, of your ass standing on corners selling drugs to yourself, and your ass robbing yourself, killing yourself, beating your women, chasing your men, stabbing your men when they sleeping. This is, how they portray you as niggas. Now, note that poor white people get the same treatment, right? But I only note that in passing because y'all know I'm only concerned with my people. I'm not really concerned with other people, right? I mention other people as points of reference, like when I talk about them calling themselves nigga. They do that in front of your face because they don't have any regard for you. The reason they don't have any regard for you is because you don't have any cohesion amongst yourself. You don't, that thing you be crying about, we ain't got no unity. Black people don't got no unity. You ain't got no unity because you're a bunch of niggas. Because you run around calling yourself nigga all damn day. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but don't nobody want niggas around. You call yourself nigga and you don't want niggas around. So if the psychology that's employed in this society is detrimental to niggas, why are you trying to be niggas? If they shoot niggas, kill niggas, chase niggas, beat niggas, rob niggas, sell niggas, yeah, that's right, the penitentiary is selling you. The language that they employ in the penitentiary is that you are owned by the facility, like the warden is the slave master. And they work your ass like a slave in there too. And if you don't work, they lock your ass in for 23 hours a day. Let you out into a dog cage for 1 hour to breathe. But that's another story. The fact that y'all cannot see how easily manipulated you are with this terminology. All they do is put that shit in a rap song and all you fools is yelling nigga, nigga, nigga for life. You really have to understand that everything that's done in a capitalist economy is done, for lack of a better word, by conspiracy. Now, they don't like to use that term in this regard, but that's exactly what it is. When you sit down with your partners and you scheming on an economic venture, that's a damn scheme. Okay? And because you're not telling anybody else about it, it's a conspiracy between you and your partners. So because they engage in a constant barrage of conspiratorial acts directed towards you as niggas, you kind of like blindsided. You think that, no, this is you deciding to call yourself nigga. No, this is not you deciding to call yourself nigga. Nigga was introduced to you when you were a very young child. You grew up hearing it, so you repeat it. That's called introjection. When you're affected by the words in your environment because people repeat them often. In school, they say 1 and 1 is 2 so much that it sticks in your head. It's not always true, but it sticks in your head in the examples that they give you in the school of 1 and 1 being 2. Those are controlled examples. 1 and 1 is not always 2. It depends on what you are adding. If you add 1 quart of alcohol and 1 quart of water, you do not get 2 quarts of anything. You get less, like 1 point something. So it's not always true. It depends on the circumstances. The word nigga, you think that you're using it in a positive way. It's not always true. And it doesn't have any positive, redemptive, social value. You never hear people yelling nigga power. You do, on the other hand, hear people yelling black power. You never see a bunch of niggas do anything constructive. You do, on the other hand, see a bunch of black people do a whole lot of things constructive. Now, you may want to say, well, no, Brother Larry, you playing with words. One brother's posting about feelings. The word is how you convey your feelings. You didn't choose this word, so how the hell is that word conveying your feelings? The word does invoke feelings because it's a psychological trigger. It reminds you of that abuse that our ancestors suffered at the hands of a declared enemy. Declared because they declare that they're going to keep you in your damn place. And they do everything possible to make sure that your ass don't get out of that place. And when you do, they start conspiring again to put you back in your place. A case in point would be the current president of the United States, Barack Hussein Obama. The fact that that young African American man, yeah, I'll call him that because his mother's white and he's an African American. His father's from Kenya in Africa. That young African American male is the president of this country, has certain sectors of the white community going crazy, trying to put him back in his place. They don't want him to be the president of this country. They don't want him representing them internationally. They're flipping. They think that the founding fathers of this racist nation are turning in their slave owner graves because of the fact that they're looking at this young African American man and saying, we could have owned him, we could have bought and sold him, and now he's the leader. They have a problem with that. Now, for me, I voted for him. I think he's doing a fine job. I don't think that it's up to him to do for us. I think it's up to us to do for us. And the only way we're going to do for us is if we knock that nigga shit off. Y'all think this is a joke. This is not a joke. In order to form constructive strategies moving forward away from the nonsense, you have to first be able to address yourselves with dignity and respect. Calling people nigga is not dignified. It does not show respect. It harkens back to a time when you used to get tied to poles and whipped. It harkens back to a time when you used to cower in your houses because there were white men with sheets over their heads riding around at night. It harkens back to a time when you would not stand as men. Now you have the opportunity. You have the unmitigated opportunity to stand up and say enough. It's time to be men, brothers. It's time to be women, sisters. It's time to stop the dumb shit. For real. I mean, think about it. Your children. You're passing a legacy of